Hello, and welcome to this MBL webinar on liability for construction defects under the Defective Premises Act 1972. Over the course of this hour, we're going to look at all those parts of the Defective Premises Act that relate to the construction of dwellings. We're going to look at who owes the duty under the DPA. We're going to look at the types of property and project to which the duty relates. We're going to look at the parties to whom the duty is owed. We'll look at some of the statutory defences to the duty. We'll spend a bit of time looking in detail at the nature of the duty and the type of issues that typically arise in a DPA claim. We'll look at the types of losses that might be recoverable when you're thinking about the quantum of the claim. We'll look at limitation periods. We'll look at what the DPA has to say about exclusions and limitations of liability. And we'll look at the interrelationship between the DPA and the Civil Liability Contribution Act 1978. The one bit of the DPA I'm not going to focus on is Section 4, which relates to landlord duties. I leave that to property specialists. But if you are engaging with that, you'll find good treatment in the major landlord and tenant textbooks. I mentioned as I go through quite a few cases. I've given you the full citations at the end of the slides, including, if the formatting holds, links through to Bailey where you can find the judgment if it's there, which I hope will be useful. So let's get started then, and let's have a look at this duty. So let's start then by looking at the principal duty under the DPA. It's to be found in Section 1.1, and it's as follows. A person taking on work for or in connection with the provision of a dwelling, whether the dwelling is provided by the erection or by the conversion or enlargement of a building, owes a duty, and here it comes, to see that the work which he takes on is done in a workmanlike, or as the case may be, professional manner, with proper materials, and so that as regards that work, the dwelling will be fit for habitation when completed. Now, it's worth looking at where that duty came from. I mention here a case from the 1930s, Miller and Cannon, though there are many other cases from around that time referring to the terms that traditionally were implied into building contracts, contracts for works and materials. And you'll see the way in which it's expressed here and how similar that is to what I've just relayed to you from the DPA.